All right. Uh, hey guys, how's it going? It's me. It's Tuesday afternoon, about 1 o'clock. Tuesday afternoon, streaming some updates and working on Ancient Books. Watch here. And then we'll click on this. We should watch here. All right, cool. So we're good there. All right, so over here, we've got a list, and this list is what the first item on the page is. So, maintain upcoming topics. So, essentially, very simply stated, this is going to be where I'm going to maintain a list of upcoming topics. So, if you are watching a stream and I'm talking about something, and you're curious about what I might be discussing tomorrow or the next day or the day after that, I'm going to maintain a list of those upcoming topics here. Um, so that's that. Requests. If anybody has any requests for topics, I will add them. So you can post on the dashboard here if you like. If you post on the dashboard here, or if you send me an email, or you send me a text, whatever it is, let me know if there's anything that you want me to discuss, and I will add that to the list of upcoming topics. Same thing for training, right? So if there's a training class, go to the training tab here. Um, we've got all this stuff, right? So if there's any of these classes that you want to um, have me do, just let me know and I will get those added here as well. So essentially, in this area, I'm going to keep a list of the upcoming topics, and you guys can tell me essentially what you want me to talk about in the future. So I think it's important though. So it's one of these things that it feels really like simple and obvious, right? It's like, okay, yeah, sure, you're going to maintain a list of upcoming topics. Um, and okay, cool, we get to um, add to that list, kind of make requests as we go. Um, so it seems just very like intuitive and logical, but I think that it's also one of those things that if you don't actually invest the time or the thought to actually do, that it's one of those things to easily neglect. So yeah, I'm going to maintain this list here. I think that'll be helpful for everybody. Um, okay, so and then the requests, we've done that. So fantastic. Meridian sample prints. That's what we're going to work on now. So you remember from last week, somewhere in the second or third week of November, we did there's a stream that was called Photoshop, and we worked on this image here, and you can see that if I go to here, I'm going to enable and disable this layer. So this layer 5 right here is the layer that is adjusted. It's the layer that we've worked on, and the background layer right beneath it is the original image. So I'm going to hide layer 5 so that we can reveal the original image. So this is the before, and then, sorry, this is the before, and this is the after. Before, after. Now I'm going to do this a few times. Before, after, and as I do this, just kind of glance around and see the different areas where we touch things up. So as I'm looking around now, I'm looking to see if there's other things that we want to touch up as well. By the way, I should say that anytime we did way more touching up on this photo than you should on a listing. On a listing, you're not going to do this much stuff. You don't want to misrepresent the property. But this is for a marketing piece that's just showing our office. So we're not selling anything. This is not for a listing of a property. This is for a photo that's going in a marketing piece for Atova. And so it's fine to tune up the presentation. So just looking here, so what we really want to do is we want to eliminate things that are distracting, right? So if we have the layer 5, we can zoom in here on this guy, and we can just get that gone. So before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after. And you can see it's just, there's some variance, but that variance exists all across. So, and it's not that this is bad. It's not that it's bad that there's a manhole cover there, but what you get is it's a matter of being distracted, right? So we don't want, obviously the main point of this photo is the building, and little things like that just can steal your attention. And so it's not that this is bad, it's just that it steals focus, steals a piece of focus, which we don't want to be stolen. So we can get rid of this thing too. This one should be easy as well because we're in concrete. So there's our after, before, after, before, after. Just looking to see if anything looks wrong. Like you have its counterpart over here, and it just blends down. There's no like crack that's missing or anything. It's just blend, blend. A little bit of yellow showing there, but that does not bother me. It looks like we did change up here a little bit. See how I added this? We have a line that we brought over, so we could get rid of that. All right. Okay, so what else do we got? Some little spots on the... These are not big deals, obviously. Now we're just doing some fine tuning. But what we need to do, if you recall, this item said it said, if you recall, this item said the item said Meridian sample prints. So what we're doing is going to send this image off to the printer because we want to check the density, how bright the image is. So we're going to be lightening it up. So we're going to send one version to the printer that looks like this, one version to the printer that looks like this, and then one version to the printer that looks like this. And we're going to have them print all three so that we can see what the correct curves level needs to be for the purpose of, or for that particular printer, right? So on a given printer, this might look best, and on a different printer, that might look best. Now that looks dark now, right? So, if we get them back from the printer and on paper, we have one that looks like this, and then we have one that looks like that. Um, Clearly, we would say, okay, we like this one better, and so we're going to choose that file. So, before we make those color adjustments and that mock-up, we're going to save like 3 or 4 different versions. Whoops. Save 3 or 4 different versions of the um, those those curve levels and let the printer print them all for us. And when the printer prints them all, we'll have 3 or 4 to choose from, and then we can, with confidence, print all the rest of the agent books, knowing that we've made the best selection that we can based on what we've done. So let's take a look again. Got a little bit maybe extra trash here. I could clean up this curb a little bit more. Let's go here really quick. A little white thing in the street right there. This bulb, so I like the this light bulb right here and this light bulb right there.